Hi everyone, thanks for joining. We're going to give everyone another minute to hop on before we get started. Okay, thank you for joining Making the Most of Your RCA membership. My name is Tori Klukas with RCA Headquarters. Before we get started today, I just wanted to give everyone a few tips and tricks for using Zoom. Everyone's audio and webcam have been muted and disabled. If you have any questions or technical support, please contact me via the RCA Education Team Q&A function at the bottom of your toolbar. Before we get started, I'd just like to give a huge thank you to RCA's membership committee members, consisting of Sarah Menard, Eric Chica, Kimberly Schaub, and Michael Joy. This committee has helped RCA have another successful year. With that, I'd like to hand it over to today's speakers, Sarah Menard and Eric Chica. Sarah?
Hi everyone, Sarah Menard, Senior Food Scientist at Breakbush Brothers. We're a chicken processor out of Wisconsin and also a RCA board member. And like Tori mentioned, I lead the membership chair with Eric Chica.
Hey, good morning everybody. Hope you're all well out there. I'm Eric Chica. I'm with Sadler Smokehouse. I'm the Director of Culinary Sales. Been with the organization for just shy of 4 years now, and been an RCA member since 2005 or 2006. Welcome to our presentation.
So we'll go ahead and get started, and we're excited to share a little bit about how you can utilize your member benefits and make the most of your RCA membership. So we'll go ahead and get started. For those of you joining us today who are not yet members, and as a reminder for our current members, I'd like to share with you more about the RCA. The Research Chefs Association was founded 24 years ago by a group of research chefs who are dedicated to overcoming challenges they were facing in food and product development industries. Since then, the RCA has grown to almost 2,000 members, which we're really excited about, including chefs, food scientists, R&D, and students. On the screen, you can see our vision and mission statement. And RCA is really about integrating the food science and culinary arts to elevate product development. And we do this by collaborating and driving innovation, which you've probably seen through the Powered Up sessions. So on to the next slide. So we'll dive into these member benefits a little bit more on every slide as we progress. But as I mentioned, the RCA is dedicated to providing value and resources to our members. And we have some great resources that you can see on this slide. Our annual conference is often the highlight of the year, but we also have other great events throughout the year that you can engage in, including education, certificate opportunities, and regional and industry events. We're really excited about these regional events kicking off, and I'm sure you've seen these come through your emails. So we're really excited to get that launched out to the whole United States, and I'm sure there's a regional hub very close to you. Our members also agree that networking is one of the top and greatest benefits of our members that they enjoy. All of these benefits are developed through RCA volunteers who dedicate their time and skills to make an RCA a great organization. So if you're interested in volunteering, shoot us an email or talk to Tori through the Q&A section. We'll get you connected to the right committee. We'll get into all these resources throughout this presentation. We want to just make sure you're making the most of your membership. On to the next slide. So we'll talk a little bit about Powered Up, and that's what brought us all here today. You know, the current situation of COVID-19. So each year we look really forward. That's one of my favorite events, to connect with old and new friends at the RCA Conference. But as you know, we're planned to go to San Diego, but in March we had to pivot to the online platform. And I'm really excited for the presentation that we've had throughout the week and wrapping up tomorrow with Chef Rush. It's going to be an exciting presentation. But that pandemic forced our hand into canceling the in-person event. So the RCA built the Powered Up to solve the problems of today's industry. So the RCA Board of Directors came up with this idea, and we're really excited about it. It's online interactive content that began in early May, and if you haven't caught all the sessions, they're still all online and you can still earn your CE credits, up to 30 CE credits. So even if you watch the recordings, you still get to get your CE credits and use those for your certifications. And RCA members get a discount on Powered Up. So we'll go to the next slide. So a little bit more about the RCA Conference. It's a great opportunity to connect with old friends and make a few new ones. I know I always make new friends when I go to a conference, so it's one of my favorite times. And also connect with industry peers. Attending the RCA Conference will open doors for you to meet new people and further expand your network. The RCA Conference is a can't miss event. And RCA members receive a discounted registration, so that's one benefit to use your membership for. And next year, we look forward to reuniting with you in person in Atlanta, March 24th through the 26th of 2021. And the exciting news for that is that it's RCA's 25th anniversary. So there'll be some extra special things going on at the conference for you to enjoy. So we'll go on to the next slide. And so now I'll turn it over to Eric, who will walk us through some of the learning opportunities that RCA offers. Eric? You're on mute, Eric.
Sorry, I was on mute for a second. Thanks a lot, Sarah. So we're going to talk about education, featuring our speakers in our sessions that we've had basically during Power Up. So each year, RCA membership connects with our annual conference. So not only do we have opportunity to network and connect with each other, but there are several opportunities to learn. And this year's RCA Power Up provides tons of education for everybody. So far from RCA Power Up, we have heard from 42 speakers who have covered topics ranging from this year's trends to the future of plant-based foods, which can benefit cognitive function, and techniques demonstrating how to make your own wheat bread. If you missed a session, you'll have access to the recording so you can watch on your own time. And here's a tip. As you're scrolling through the sessions online, those that have a yellow box around it, like the techniques for modernist bread, indicate they are one of the 4 keynote sessions. Next slide, please. So let's shift gears and talk about year-round education opportunities. First, the RCA offers regular scheduled live webinars during the year. These webinars cover diverse topics in the food industry and we record every one of the sessions. And while those webinars are typically available for free to the industry, once a webinar is over, only RCA members can access those webinars for free. So basically we have 130 plus webinars and multiple conference recordings, and it really is a great resource for the RCA membership. Next slide, please. So in our learning library, on the RCA website, you will find the learning library, the central location for all of our education resources. A few years ago, RCA volunteers on the education committee finalized the 5 domains central to the Research Chefs Association. These 5 domains are food safety, culinary skills and applications, product development, marketing, business development, food science, and chemistry, and finally, nutrition. Next slide, please. So now shifting gears back over to Sarah to talk about our certifications. Oh, I'm sorry. I'd like to shift gears, talk a little bit about RCA Conference certifications. The RCA offers 2 certifications, the Certified Research Chef designation and the CRC, which is designed for those with culinary credentials. Chefs working on their CRC learn basics around food science, and the Certified Culinary Scientist, or CCS, is designated for those with food science credentials. Food scientists working on their CCS learn a broad variety of culinary skills and techniques. I'm guessing you might know someone who holds either the CCS or the CRC, which would make sense since there are over 350 certified individuals in our organization. While these certifications are open to members and non-members, RCA members enjoy a discount on their certification application. Members working on their certifications also have access to the learning library described on the previous slide, giving them additional easy-to-access information to help them prepare for their final exam. So now handing it off to Sarah.
Thank you, Eric. Yeah, I'm excited to start working towards my CCS. I just hit my bench time requirement, so I'm excited to start that program. So we'll start talking about regional events, and these are the things that I spoke about just a little while ago that we're really excited about. And I know COVID-19 has put a halt on some of our regional events, but we're looking to try to bring some of those to you virtually and how we can explore those opportunities now that we've got powered up underneath us and understand the technology. So we're excited to see what the next 6 months of the year holds for our regional events. But our regional events can be anything from happy hours to educational sessions, where we're trying to connect folks who are local to them, where they can learn and grow their networking relationships. Over the past year, our regions have also hosted community service events, giving back to the communities they serve, which I know is something a lot of us hold near and dear to our hearts. So that's been some fun events to get launched. Regional events proved to be another great benefit to members because they always enjoy discounted rates on registration fees. So we hope to see you out at some of these regional events once the travel restrictions are lifted across the country. We'll go into the next slide. So the next slide is about industry events. So I know a lot of you go to other conferences. The NRA is a big one for our industry, the Fancy Food Show, IFT, and the ACF. And something that RCA has been really active in is having either a booth to talk about RCA at these events or the networking reception. So I know this past year I was able to go to the one at the NRA and the one after the Chicago IFT Suppliers Nights, which was really fun to connect with other people that I normally don't get to connect with. So these are some exciting events that you can join when you attend other shows. So be on the lookout through your email, and that's where you'll see the invites to these receptions throughout the year. Next slide. And then the next thing we'll talk about is the online networking. So this is known as the RCA Connect. And as you can see on the screen, there's multiple topics that you can post in. And this is the #1 member resource when we've polled our members. So we really want you to utilize this, ask questions. It's where a lot of people go, the ISO, the sourcing discussions, and the open forum are some of the most popular ones, but I always see some cool restaurant recommendations pop up. So these, you can sign up to have them sent to your email, or you can check the website every couple of days to see what topics have been posted, but you can reply anonymously to the original poster, but it's another way to drive engagement throughout the year with our members and help them connect the dots for sourcing issues, suppliers, ingredients, weird ingredients. I've seen some weird ingredients pop up on there that I've never heard of, so I go look them up. And so it's a really cool tool, and we hope you enjoy the RCA Connect. So now we'll turn it back over to Eric to discuss our remaining benefits.
Hey, thanks, Sarah. So one other member benefit I'd like to share with you today is the RCA's Employment Network. RCA's Employment Network can only be accessed by members to ensure recruiters have access to the top R&D talent. This online listing offers a targeted approach to hiring for companies and recruiters seeking candidates who are committed to food research and development industry segment. Members who are looking for a career change or students who are looking for an internship can find their new opportunity here. One cool thing that was posted last week, I believe it was last Friday during our Power Up sessions, was a virtual job fair that was hosted by CJ Flannery. If you missed that session, you can head over to culinology.org/job fair to access the recording. Next slide, please. So let's talk a little bit about students and young professionals. So student members not only have an opportunity to find internships on our employment network, they can also connect with each other during the RCA industry events and by serving on the student committee. Student members are also provided the option to connect with a professional by utilizing the professional advisory program. This program connects student members with professional members who want to give back by supporting RCA's up-and-coming leaders. Student members can also participate in student competitions and the evolution of food waste competition at the annual conference. They can also contribute to the Culinologist RCA student running blog. If you're not sure if you're a student or a young professional, let me give you a definition. Young professional, too young to retire, but still paying back student loans. Student, stuck at home, learning virtually for the unforeseeable future, not paying back your loans yet. Next slide, please. So student members can also submit an application to win one of the Culinology Education Foundation's 4 annual scholarships. The foundation works to provide financial assistance in the form of scholarships to qualified RCA student members, with student memberships only costing $35, with a chance to earn $1,000 in scholarship. What do you have to lose? The foundation also has a silent auction that is currently live through 10 p.m. Central Time this evening. I encourage you all to check out the foundation's silent auction following this presentation and place your bid on one of our 23 items to support the future leaders. The silent auction is available to RCA members and RCA powered registrants. So basically, Sarah and I would like to thank you for tuning in today. I'd like you to remember everyone to renew their RCA memberships. We are in our renewal period currently. And for those of you who are not members yet, please head over to culinology.org/join and join today. Sarah, I'm going to let you take it away to tell you a little bit about your personal interaction and story with the RCA.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. A little bit about my story. I went to LSU for food science and didn't know I was going to school for food science till I walked into the food science program to check it out. I was a pre-physical therapy major, and the day I walked into that building, I got automatically placed on the RCA Culinology product development team. And ever since then, that's kind of laid the foundation for where my career is headed. And that I'm forever grateful for the opportunity to be involved with the RCA ever since I was a student. So I went to school, it's been a while, but probably 2009 through 2012 when I was an undergrad and through today. So was really grateful for the student opportunities that got me involved and really helped me network throughout the food industry and learn a lot. And other things I really enjoy is staying up to date on the trends that get posted through the Culinology magazine, the RCA Connect, and the thing I'm most excited about going forward now, I know Eric just showed it on a couple slides ago, but the RCA Hustlers program that we just started for young professionals. And like Eric mentioned, young professionals can be taken any way. So there's no age definition. You can be young in age, young at heart, or young in your career if you had a career change. So a couple of us on the board are leading that program with Kimberly Schwab. And we have our next session coming up, I believe in July, and one of the members is gonna walk us through Filipino cuisine. So we meet about once a month on happy hours, and we just kicked it off through the COVID situation. So we're really excited to have that platform to use Zoom, and we're also using Discord. So we keep up throughout the week when we're not on our Zoom happy hours once a month. So I'm really excited about the RCA Hustlers program, and there's at least 30, 40 of us on that Discord page. So I'm excited for next Atlanta to meet all of them in person that I don't know. So that's a little bit about my story. We'll go over to Eric.
Yeah, so thanks, Sarah. That's absolutely awesome. So my story kind of with the RCA and just a little bit on myself. I've been a member of the RCA, I believe, since 2005 or 2006. I'd have to double check those dates. But I got basically involved through two other members who introduced me to the organization. Gentleman by the name of Jane Narowitz and a wonderful lady by the name of Allison Rittman. And really, the benefit for me as far as being an RCA member has really come down to all the relationships that I've developed through my years of membership here. My background, I came out of the culinary world. I was a classically trained chef who worked in the club and hotel world and had a chance to jump to manufacturing. And once I made that leap from manufacturing in sales support to actually being in a lead sales role and lead culinary role, the amount of relationships needed to be developed in those types of roles can only be found by becoming members in organizations like the RCA. And really, through my years of being involved in the RCA, I volunteered, I became a board member. I just came off of my third term, which I've termed out, which the board experience was absolutely probably one of the best experiences I've had in my career. And I would highly recommend any of you that are members currently that are interested in running for a board role, that you do it, take that step forward, because you won't be disappointed in making that leap. And I encourage all of you that are members to become volunteers. Get involved on committees. Get involved wherever you can. It will only benefit you personally, and it'll also just further develop your relationships within our organization. You who are members that need to renew, please remember we're in renewal season. For those of you that are watching that are not currently members, please consider becoming a member. We'd love to have you. And with that, I'm going to hand it back off to, I believe, Tori to wrap it up.
Yes, thank you, Eric, and thank you, Sarah, for that great presentation. I have a couple outstanding questions in the chat, so I'm going to chat with the team to follow up with.
Tori, one more thing before you start. I want to bring one more thing. I want to thank Kimberly and Michael for working on this committee with us, because it is a lot of work, and I want to make sure that they understand we totally appreciate them being part of this committee. So thank you, Kimberly, and thank you, Michael, if you're watching.
And also, Kimberly posted in the chat how to sign up for the RCA Hustlers program. If anyone's interested, just email her, and the next session's June 29th. So in the chat, if you all see that.
Sorry, Tori. Thanks.
No need to apologize. Thank you both, and thank you everyone for joining. With that, I'll reach out to the last couple people that I have outstanding questions to. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to email us at rca@culinology.org. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.